Hello everyone, this is Tyler1329 here with a bit of a tutorial slash thingy? I have no idea what that is, don't ask me. Anyways, I'm here with people texting me and my disgusting hair to show you guys today how I do YouTube, I should say. And if you're not really interested in becoming a YouTuber, or you're just interested in if you're not really interested in becoming a becoming a YouTuber or anything like that, then this video really doesn't pertain to you in particular. But I mean, if you still want to watch it, go ahead. I might edit it to be somewhat funny. But in this video today, I will be teaching you what I use personally to record my consoles, my screen, and how I do that, as well as I will be giving a short tutorial on how the programs work. And they should be really quick. It's not going to be anything too long or in-depth. So if you actually are thinking about starting YouTube and using the programs I use, then go to a different YouTube video that can describe it in more depth. This is just me showing the I'm sorry, I just can't speak and do things today. So, we're just gonna get right on to, my PC setup here, and my console setup, and, show you what's going on with that. I almost kissed my, microphone, so, my lips hurt now. Okay, guys, so, I'm here with my computer setup, and my cans of soda, that I should probably go get rid of, but I don't really care. So, my laptop is a Toshiba something or other generation something or other type laptop. It is old, it is crappy, but does the job to a certain extent. I have no idea what the cost is, but if you're actually going to start YouTubing of any kind, regardless if it's art, regardless if it's vlogging, you're obviously going to need a laptop with some sort of RAM capabilities. If that makes sense to anyone out there, then great, but I don't care. Moving on to my microphone, this is a microphone of some sorts that I have no idea what the brand is. The box is somewhere around in this big mess of a room. Well, it's not really big considering my room isn't that big. But it is a extremely good microphone. The only problem I have with it, it's too quiet because I don't have a receiver hooked up. I can't talk today. It's just hooked directly into my laptop without a receiver, meaning I don't have a way to really up the volume on it. So that's that. This microphone itself costs $30, but with the arm setup and everything, costs 50 bucks. So 50 bucks right here to get a nice good quality microphone for gaming or whatever you're working on, and however much you want to spend on a laptop that has some sort of capabilities of something. Great. This stuff over here though is quite optional, and it doesn't really need to be required. I just decided to use this because it's better. I have a Logitech something or other. It's a HD 720 webcam. That's my webcam. It's really nice. I didn't want to go for the 1080p. That one costs $50. I have a wireless mouse, wireless keyboard, and wireless headset hooked up, and that's actually what I'm wearing right now, this thing. $60 for the headset, $50 for the webcam, 20 bucks for the mouse, I think, and 20 bucks for the keyboard. Mouse and keyboard, definitely optional. I think even the headset is optional, and you don't really need a webcam until you become... I don't really know. You don't really need a webcam, let's just put it as that. This entire block right here is completely optional. In order to start YouTubing, you definitely don't need that. What else is there in this room? I think that really about covers what's in this room. Oh, I might as well talk about the camera. If you're becoming a skit YouTuber, the camera I'm using is, where's the thingy? Oh, it's a Samsung Samsung HD recording True Colors. Okay, let's just say it's some sort of Samsung camera that's really good at things, and it is a really good camera, and it's my base camera. How I do most of my other recordings though is with a GoPro or this crappy old camera, which was the camera I first started out when I first started out YouTube. I can't talk today and I can't get the camera out, but let's just say it's a crappy old camera. This camera cost $100. So if you're looking to become a skit producer, you're gonna actually want to get something that's more than $100 because better quality and so on and so forth. Let me go over to my other room. I'm going to be covering exactly what I use to record my console. So, if I can even find it in this mess of wires, most of you know what an Elgato is. An Elgato is a device used to capture the screen of a, it's stuck down there, thanks. Elgato is used to capture the TV screen in full HD, blah blah blah, so much amazingness. Tipped up to my Xbox 360 right now, but I have the really nice Elgato. I have the HD, let me zoom in on that, HD 60, which is the nicest of the nice Elgatos. That records in 1080p, and it's easy, voice crack, and uses HDMI cords, blah blah blah, but that is extremely expensive. Let me get a good view on that. This little device right here, sitting atop my Xbox 360, is $200 in order to buy. I know that sounds extremely pricey, but you don't need to buy the best of the best for the Elgatos, since they all have really good quality, regardless of which one you buy. I know there's one out on the market, Elgato-wise, that is really good, but only costs like $50. If I were to personally go looking for an Elgato, I would probably get a $100 one, mainly just because better quality, still speaking in that sense. But it's still really good quality for what it has out of the $50 one. So if you are going to start console recording as a YouTube thing, the Elgato $50 one would probably be the way to go. And obviously I use an Xbox 360 with a gold chrome remote and silver chrome remote. Also my awesome custom-made Penguin remote that I made myself using spray paint. Surprisingly, it works well, but I don't use it because it gets sticky when my hands go sweaty. So I'm pretty sure that's it for console recording and my setup wise. So now I'm going to show you a quick tutorial of my editors and what I use to basically edit and make videos on my laptop. So I'll see you right back on my laptop. So okay guys, so now we are back inside Camtasia, which is my, my editor for all of my videos. Now, before everybody quits off this video after the price I'm about to give for Camtasia, I do want to let you know there are definitely more editors out there that are perfect for what you want to do. I just decided to spend a lot of money on it, mainly because I wanted this to, well, at the time, I wanted this to become my profession. But now that I've grown up a little and realized my immature ways, I just want this to be a hobby, and I probably shouldn't have spent $200 on a editor. But who cares, because it's nice. If you are actually going to use Camtasia as an editor for whatever reason, and I don't know, if you're ever going to use Camtasia as an editor, regardless if you use the 30-day free trial or whatever you're going to use, then I'll give you a quick tutorial of how it works. It's almost like any other editor. You're going to have your video things down here. I guess you can call them video blocks for this one little tutorial. And you can select each individual one. One will be your screen, if you're just using this as screen record, system audio, and your camera, or your camera and microphone audio, basically the thing I'm using right now. You can use this little bar up here to do things on your video, and how you make edits is you can use this to split it. But how you actually do edits on any kind of editor is you're going to import extra media. Like if I wanted to add things to this, I could add in, let's add in a cool thing. Let's just add in my intro, since I have that in my library. Camtasia allows you to actually put things in what you call a library, which allows you to simply pick that out, an already edited piece of video, like this new Blender intro. This is my actual intro, of course. This intro basically didn't have music and everything in it by default. I had to edit it in and everything. So that is really loud and my ears hurt now. But I had to edit in the music, and how I did that was, okay, not network settings. Come on, open it up. There we go. Good, get all mixed in. How I did that is, I just took the audio and put it right in there. That's all. That's how you edit with Camtasia. Like I said, I'm not going to go too into depth with these because they're going to take too long. Let's minimize that. Now, as we know, Camtasia allows you to record the screen. But as I started doing more and more with YouTube, I've realized that Camtasia, well, people keep texting me, Camtasia is extremely,
extremely laggy when you're trying to play like Five Nights at Freddy's or Five Nights at Freddy's 4 or Receiver or whatever you're gonna play. It becomes extremely laggy. Hang on, I gotta... Okay, guys, sorry for that little pause there. I had to text people to stop texting me. So, we already know that... don't mind my internet search. I had to do that for a video. These nuts.
Got him!
Camtasia will lag any game you're trying to play, no matter what it is, because Camtasia isn't a very good screen recorder. Which is why my next piece of software is my screen recorder, OBS, Open Broadcast Software. Now, it doesn't look, well, I think I just screwed everything up. Sure. So, I think I just ruined my entire video because I'm pretty sure I needed to open that. Okay, good. We're still good. OBS doesn't look like the top of the line thing you would think of, you know, when you first open it. This is actually a really good software because it doesn't require any RAM to run, which is what, you know, makes things run in your computer. How it works though when you first get it is extremely confusing. Once you actually figure out how to window capture and everything, it might lag your video because I think of some sort of RAM problem in the background or something. But don't quote me on that. I'm not exactly that the best. Anyways, I'm going to teach you real quick how to quickly use this and fix your lag problem if you are going to use OBS as a screen recorder. So, basically, when you first open it up, none of this, all this, won't be there. It'll just say Scene 1, and it might not even say Scene 1. It just depends on your computer. It might or might not say Scene 1, and it won't have any sources whatsoever. How you easily do this is you click Add Scene if you're missing a Scene 1, and Add Source. Now, depending on what you want to do with this, will depend on what you pick at this thing. So, let's say I wanted to record just like my window, I guess. You click Add, or excuse me, right click, hit Add, and then go over to Window Capture. If you're going to do Monitor Capture, which means the entire screen and everything on it, you're going to hit Monitor Capture. If you want an image, which is just going to take a screenshot, you click that. I don't know what this does, don't know what this does, don't know what this does. If you're going to capture a video capture device, excuse me, I still don't know what that does. No, I do know what this does. This is this little thing right here is how you add webcams to it. I do want to warn you though, it's not exactly recommended that you do add webcams to OBS since it will cause more RAM to be used up, which requires a little more effort from your computer, which makes you lag. So if you're gonna use anything, just open up your camera app on your laptop. That's the best thing I can give for you. Game capture is if all else fails in recording wise, you click on this and it should work. I noticed this while playing Five Nights at Freddy's 4. For some reason my window capture stopped working. So then I switched to game capture and it worked. Now I'm just gonna add one of these and show you how that happens. Once you add it and everything, it'll come up with this little thing. This little box, excuse me. And this will allow you to pick which window you want to, capture. So let's say I want to capture my, YouTube thing. Excuse me. Whatchamacallit. I can't think of things right now. My browser, that's what I meant to say. I'm just going to hit refresh. See how it, went to D's Nuts into Google Chrome, which is what I use for a video. Basically, you'll hit this, and you can either pick entire window or inner window. I don't really notice a difference, but I guess that's just trial and error. Right here is your capture mouse cursor, capture layered windows, compatibility mode. This stuff is just options if you want your mouse to be shown or whatever. Gamma is your brightness, as use point filtering. I don't know what that does. Opacity means how visible it will be. Subregion is something. And color key, you don't need to really worry about all that stuff. Now, once you hit OK, you're like, oh yeah, no, I can start recording, right? Wrong. Depending on how good your computer is, you may or may not have to go to the settings on OBS. If your computer is really good, like to the best of the best computers, without any programs ruining anything, and you have a lot of RAM and all that good stuff, then you really won't have to mess a lot with the settings. If you have a crappy computer like mine, you're gonna have to though. General will allow you to select your English and blah blah blah. Encoding, I think, is where we want to go. Pretty sure this is just my things. We don't need to worry about broadcast settings. Video is where we want to go. Okay. So video is where one of the places we want to be. In this kind of video, you can select how many pixels by what pixels you want to record your screen in. I'm not sure, I haven't exactly learned myself how this particular thing works out, but I want to warn you, it will affect your quality on your video a lot if you don't adjust it to the right dimensions. I'm not sure how to measure dimensions and all that. I'm not smart enough to, so just look up a video on how. Also, FPS is what you're going to want to look at as well. FPS is your frames per second. The more frames you add, the smoother the video will run in, like, YouTube time, but it will make your voice and everything else lag tremendously if you have a crappy computer like mine and you try to run 60 frames per second on it. More frames you add, the smoother the video gets, but the more lag you might cause in doing so. 15 frames per second is extremely good for what it is. It makes it so my OBS doesn't lag at all, and it also records it in really good quality, so you don't need to worry about that. Audio is where you can pick what microphone you want to use. Hotkeys is where, that's simple. I don't really know how to say that. This is the stuff that I think gets confusing really fast, because I don't know what half this stuff does. I'm not gonna lie. I went on a video, I might put in the description below if I can find it again, that basically helped me out, and this is where all your lagging problems are going to be. Just pause the video and copy mine if you have a crappy computer, because that's what you're going to want to do if, you know, you're having problems. I don't know what any of this does, just go on a different one. Anyways, let me just go back to encoding real quick to make sure. I'm pretty sure you need to also change this setting to quality balance 10 and this one to 1000. I'm not exactly sure what that does either. Those are the settings you're going to want to use if you're going to record with OBS, because then it doesn't make it lag at all. That I can promise. If you're going to do anything, also just look up a video. Most of the people out on YouTube are really helpful and really, know what they're talking about. I'm just here to give you a quick tutorial. I'm just going to delete that. Right here is where you can select how loud you want your microphone to be and how loud your game audio is. That's kind of simple. Now that we know how OBS works, let's move on to the Elgato software. If you actually do get your hands on an Elgato, and you decide to start console recording, then this Game Capture HD thing comes with it and all that. That's good and jolly and stuff like that. If I could just open it though, which it might not open, it'll take a while. Let's just wait. Okay guys, so now that we are finally in Game Capture HD, I don't have my Elgato hooked up to my laptop because I'm in my room, and my Elgato's in the other room, and I'm too lazy to go get it. But I'll just quickly explain how this works. Game audio, obviously, adjust game audio. Unless you're live streaming, which I don't, then you don't really need to worry about that section. Live commentary, though, is what your microphone input is. I think I messed up my options by accident, which wouldn't surprise me. Don't worry about my microphone and all that. You can select your microphone by clicking on that, and you can select how loud you want it to be. Video title, game, and all that, so, for folders and stuff like that. But what we want to look at is the editing software. People, when they think, oh, editing software, I must immediately use this editing software. Don't use the Elgato editor software. In my opinion, it is the worst editor possible. It is extremely tacky. All you can do is cut, and you can't add other audio points. So, if you're going to actually edit any of your videos from your Elgato, sorry for this lagging bit, but my computer, like I said, sucks. You're just going to go and put this into Camtasia or your editor and then edit it there. It'll make it much easier on everyone. Just trust me on that one. Also, I want to quickly point out, OBS also has one little tiny problem about it that you might want to know. I'm not sure if it happens with all editors or if it just happens with mine, but OBS creates something what I like to call a broken MP4 file. And the MP4 files are basically your your videos, MP4, as you can tell. That's just the file type for your videos. And Camtasia accepts MP4s. That's what I always run my videos in. God, I'm getting lightheaded from talking. That's the first that's ever happened. Basically, if you open broadcast software, if you do OBS and everything, you're gonna have to convert the file into another MP4 so that, you know, it works. So I just want to also recommend that you get a video converter, basically for anything really, just so that you have something to actually do things with. I can't talk. You know what I mean, though. If you don't know what I mean, then you're too young to be YouTubing anyways. God, excuse me, I am tired and I want to go, excuse me, I want to go to sleep. Anyways, I'm really sorry if this video doesn't really help you out. I tried my best in a tutorial video, but go check out some OBS tutorials on how to fix lag, or if you want to add something to your OBS recordings. It's best that you go to an actual YouTuber who's good at things other than me, because I'm terrible at things besides certain things. Just don't look at me like that. So yeah, if you're gonna ever start out YouTube, the only tip I can also offer you is don't give up. When I first started YouTubing, I expected to get like 0 subscribers, and look where I am now. 83 subscribers later, I'm really happy, and I thank you guys so much for actually sticking with my channel and not, you know, seriously, like, hurting my feelings, I guess, with it. You guys are awesome. Have a nice night, and remember, penguins rule, and so do you. Bye-bye! Hey guys, did you like that video? Well, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Also, please be sure to check out my Instagram at Tyler1329_. Remember guys, penguins rule, and so do you. Bye-bye!